Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today, we're looking at a really thrilling sports moment, but using it to understand something bigger. Resilience, unexpected turns.
That's right. It's about more than just the game itself.
Exactly. Our source for this is excerpts from Miami Nights, the Barcelona comeback story. It originally aired on Miami Nights radio.
And it's a fantastic piece, really vivid. It captures the emotion, not just the facts.
It really does. It's less a play-by-play, more
Yeah.
cinematic feel,
Yeah.
about a football match that became this lesson in bouncing back.
Mm-hmm.
So our mission today, we want to unpack the key moments, obviously, but also pull out those surprising facts, the deeper insights that go way beyond football.
Find those shortcuts to understanding resilience, fortune, how things can just flip.
Yeah, exactly. We're talking La Liga, Spain's top football league, Barcelona versus Levante. And the source called it, what was it? Pure drama, pure passion.
It definitely lived up to that description. It's a narrative packed with human stuff, pressure, hope, despair, triumph.
All of it.
And we can really explore how this story gives us a kind of framework for understanding comebacks, not just in sports, but, personal challenge, professional life too.
Okay, let's dive in then. Let's set the scene. It's Saturday night, Valencia, the Ciutat de Valencia stadium, packed, buzzing.
You can picture it.
Yeah. Levante proud club, loyal fans. They're hosting the mighty Barcelona. Now, on paper, this looked routine for Barça, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You look at the names, the history, you'd expect a comfortable Barcelona win. Giant versus, a historically smaller club.
Those people probably penciled that in. But even before kickoff, what makes a team like Barcelona maybe vulnerable in a situation like this? Is it complacency? Pressure?
That's a great point. The source kind of hints at that expectation gap. This idea of a routine game, it can be its own opponent, can't it?
How so?
Well, if you expect to dominate, maybe you underestimate the other side just a fraction. Or you rely on individual moments, not that collective intensity. Right. And for Levante, playing Barcelona is huge. It's their big chance to make a statement. That difference in mindset, that alone sets the stage for, the unexpected.
It really does. It's that classic story, isn't it? The team with everything to gain, playing with a different kind of fire.
Exactly.
And Levante definitely brought that fire. Almost immediately. 15 minutes in, bang, the stadium erupts.
Ivan Romero, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ivan Romero. Danced past the defense, scored the opener. Suddenly, the underdogs are up. And the noise, the report says, was just deafening.
You can imagine the shock.
But it didn't stop there. Just before halftime, deep into stoppage time, 45 plus 7 minutes.
Wow, late in the half.
Yeah. Their captain, Jose Luis Morales, scores from the penalty spot. 2-0.
2-0 at halftime against Barcelona.
2-0 Levante at halftime. You can almost feel the disbelief reading the report. It wasn't just a lead. It was huge.
And the report calls it a shockwave across Spain. That sums it up perfectly.
Yeah.
It's not just the score. It's the whole narrative being flipped on its head. For Barça, a team like that, to be 2 goals down looking, the report says lost. It's a crisis moment.
Mm-hmm.
It forces you to ask, how did they respond? It really shows that even giants can be caught out if they're not fully dialed in or if they just misjudge the opponent's hunger. Past success means nothing in that moment.
Absolutely. So the big question at halftime wasn't if Barca would win, but could they even recover? But, champions often find a way.
They often do.
Second half starts. Barcelona regrouped, you have to assume.
Yeah.
And they started fighting back. Pretty quickly, too. Just minutes in. Pedri smashes one in from outside the box.
The beauty.
A crucial goal. The report says the comeback had started.
And that quick response is so vital, isn't it? When you're 2 down, feeling that pressure, finding that first goal, that spark, it's more than just getting on the scoreboard.
It changes the feeling.
It changes the internal narrative completely. It's like, in business after a setback, you need that first small win to reignite belief. Pedri's goal was that for Barcelona.
It gave them permission to believe again.
Yeah. Exactly. Turned possibility back into, possibility instead of just doom. It showed they weren't just accepting defeat.
And they built on it incredibly fast. Just 3 minutes after Pedri's goal, Ferran Torres, volley, level game, 2-2.
Wow.
3 minutes. The Barca fans went absolutely wild. The report nailed the feeling. 2 goals in 3 minutes. From despair to hope, from silence to chaos, the energy completely shifted.
That rapid succession, It just shows you the power of momentum, of belief in these high-pressure moments. It's almost like alchemy.
Yeah.
It stops being just about skill, though obviously that matters, and becomes about this collective energy, this wildfire belief spreading through the team.
And crowd, too, presumably.
Oh, absolutely. And it forces everyone, players, coaches, even Levante, to completely reevaluate. What seemed impossible minutes ago is suddenly real. It shows how sheer will can just flip the script.
It's that moment where you think, hang on, they could actually win this now.
Precisely.
And then the climax, absolute nail-biter stuff. The clock's ticking down into stoppage time again, minute 91.
Right at the death.
It feels like it's heading for a draw, a great comeback, but maybe not the full 3 points.
Yeah.
And then Lamine Yamal, who was just 16.
Incredible. A teenager.
Takes a shot. The report says it wasn't even a perfect shot. Took a deflection off a defender and went in.
Oh, the deflection. Agony for Levante.
Just like that. Barcelona 3, Levante 2. The remontada, complete.
Oh.
A total dagger to Levante's heart after they fought so hard. And just this huge roar of relief, of triumph from the Barça fans. The report summed it up. Football can be cruel, but it can also be magic.
That phrase, cruel but magic, it's perfect. It captures those moments, not just in sport, but in life, right? Those tiny margins.
Yeah.
A deflection, a lucky break, an unexpected hero stepping up like a 16-year-old kid. It can just rewrite everything in an instant.
It really can.
It reminds you that breakthroughs often come when and where you least expect them. The story isn't finished till it's finished. Trusting the process, even when things look messy, can lead to amazing outcomes.
So let's look at the immediate aftermath. For Barcelona, the report notes they stayed perfect in La Liga. 6 points from 2 games, top of the table. Huge boost.
Massive. More than just the 3 points, really. It's that psychological shot in the arm. It reinforces that champion's mentality. We can come back from anything. Builds incredible team identity early on.
Establishes that never say die attitude.
Exactly. But for Levante, oh, gut-wrenching. Still chasing their first points after being so close to a famous win. That's a massive test of their resilience, their leadership.
Yeah, how do you bounce back from that?
Well, the report implies it could go either way, right? It could galvanize them, us against the world, or it could fracture things if not handled well. It's like in business after a big near miss. How leadership responds is critical.
Definitely shapes morale for both sides.
But for sure, it shows how one event can impact future performance so dramatically.
But the source, Miami Knights, it pushed beyond the immediate results, didn't it? It said the game showed something bigger, resilience. Giants stumbling, underdogs rising. So beyond just saying don't give up, what can we really take from this for our own lives, our own projects?
That's the key question, isn't it? How does this specific story give us something tangible? The report talks about energy, believing against the odds. These aren't just nice words, they're active principles.
Okay.
Think about it. First, that initial spark, Pedri's goal. It wasn't random, it was an action that created a turning point. So for you, after a setback, what's that first small, achievable step you can take to start shifting momentum?
Right, identifying that pivot point.
Then the speed of the follow-up. Torres scoring 3 minutes later. That tells us, once you get that spark, you've got to capitalize, build on it quickly, change the narrative decisively. Don't let the moment fade.
Keep the pressure on.
Exactly. And finally, the unexpected hero, Lamine Yamal. 16 years old, minute 91. It reminds us not to just look to the usual stars. Empower everyone. The winning contribution can come from anywhere, especially under pressure.
Create that environment where anyone feels they can step up.
Precisely. It's about enabling that potential across the board.
And that really connects it back to us, to you listening.
Yeah.
That's why this deep dive, starting from a football match, feels relevant, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're chasing a personal dream, launching a business that feels like an uphill struggle.
Or just getting through a tough week.
Yeah. Just navigating the chaos of a normal week.
Yeah.
This story, as the report frames it, it speaks to that universal human thing, our ability to come back. It's more than just inspiration. It's maybe a template.
I think so. The core message from the source is powerful. Don't give up, because everything can change in a moment.
Yeah.
Seeing how Barcelona did it, identifying those turning points, how belief surged that gives you a new lens for your own challenges, it encourages you to look for your own potential moments of shift, to recognize when momentum could turn, and to actively foster that belief. It's about searching for your own minute 91, believing in your own remontada.
Your own comeback potential.
Yeah, exactly, because the outcome really isn't sealed until the very end.
What a story. That Barcelona comeback against Levante, just incredible. 2-0 down to 3-2 winners. Drama, tactics, sheer grit, everything that makes sport and life so compelling.
It really is. And the stunning comeback just reminds us again, the
Yeah.
script is never truly finished until that final moment. So maybe think about this. What untapped resilience are you holding on to? Just waiting for your own minute 91 to rewrite your story.
A powerful thought indeed. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Stay curious, keep looking for those unexpected turns, and hunt for your next comeback story. We'll be back soon with another deep dive.